Very nervous. I made myself walk from the train station because I thought the fresh air would do me good, but actually I just ended up sweating profusely, trying to drag my case with 20 very heavy prints and my supporting evidence around Preston. Turns out it's very hilly. Who knew? So now I just need to take some deep breaths. I've done a couple of practices of my little presentation that you have to do at the beginning, which is 5 minutes. And then just hope the photography gods are on my side and that they can totally relate to my style of work, that they see the impact that the images have for the families, and that my skills stand up to the test. Oh God, I feel... Ugh. I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'm fine. Isn't that what Ross says? Before. I don't want this last night. There's a lot of words and phrases that come up that sound really typical and cheesy, and it's things like the journey that we go on. Everyone's on a journey, and what was the other one is the roller coaster of emotions. But it's so true. I've never felt such a roller coaster of emotions that I did yesterday. So yesterday was the first day of the BIPP, the British Institute of Professional Photography panel for qualifications, and there were a mix of weddings and wildlife and obviously my social documentary, and there were some successful panels and some unsuccessful panels. It must feel awful to have gone through this emotional journey, never mind financial journey of spending to create such a beautiful panel, to then find out you're unsuccessful. But I think what this has taught me, if anything, is the feedback is invaluable. I tried to take as much of it in, and I've had my notepad last night and I was writing down anything I can remember that people told me, but they've recorded it for me, thank goodness, because I think it's a bit like your wedding day or anything that's quite highly pressured. That's the dustbin. Yeah, that's a dustbin truck going past. Oh, it's taken my line. Come on, dustbin man, move. I should have like 20 bins, so you're just taking on my line. So basically, I found the whole experience quite stressful, anxiety producing. I wasn't sick, but I felt very sick most of the day. But when you arrive, everyone's just so lovely, and you just have this feeling that they just want everyone to try and do well, and they want to do the best for you. It feels like weirdly no pressure, just the pressure you're putting on yourself. And you arrive and everyone's lovely, get made a cup of tea, and then you kind of go upstairs and put your panel out, and that was just really kind of got my heart racing, putting on my work out and just thinking, oh my God, what are they going to think? What do I think? But it just looked incredible to see my own work on this huge wall all together. I just think that was an amazing experience in itself. And then the judges get brought in. And then I had to have, what I was going to say, have like a little 5-minute introduction you can do. I did make a little film because, you know, videographer, but also had like a little bit of a speech, but I had to write it down because I just thought I'm going to get really overwhelmed and I'm a crier, so I didn't want to just stop bawling and not make sense. So I wrote it down and read what I had to say, showed them the film, and then you leave. And then you just sit there and wait. And thankfully there was lots of other, I think they call them candidates, there's lots of other people going for their panels that were there, and other people just there to support us that were members. It was just nice having conversations to distract you from that weight of knowing what they are going to say. And then they called me up, and I just can't even tell you how overwhelming the feedback was. They walked in and I just felt everyone was really deadpan, and I was like, oh no, it's like the X Factor. There's going to be this really long dramatic pause. But everyone got to say their piece about the work, And I just remember Jamie Musselwhite was being so enthusiastic about it, that and someone said something that they'd not seen anything like this in the years that they'd been at the Institute, and how refreshing it was and how different it was, and it's like all the things I'd kind of hoped for, but was really concerned that it was so subjective that if they didn't get it they wouldn't like it. But they all loved it. It was unanimous. I got presented with my certificate, and then I was very lucky that Saraya and Richard stayed back, two of the judges, to kind of give me some technical feedback on where they felt I could really excel and take my work forward. So I mean, if anything, I imagine if I was to go for my A and it was to be unsuccessful, that the feedback I could get to improve would be better than any course I could go on or anything like that. It's just been so refreshing to be around other creatives, other photographers who are just really excited about this process and all want to kind of be together and help support each other. And I just like, part of me really wants to make sure I do my A really quickly so I can enjoy this again, but part of me doesn't want to go through the stress, and I don't think I have enough money in the bank to go through it all, but I will. But yeah, it's been incredible. I mean, maybe I'm saying that because I passed, but good luck everyone that goes for it. You should definitely reach out to the British Institute of Professional Photography if you're thinking about doing this, and find out more and get a mentor. I've just had so much support on this journey again. I highly recommend it.